Hey Lash Babes, have you been wanting to become a lash artist? Make sure to check out my Yoyis Plus membership where you can have access to my online courses from beginner to advanced styling, all from the comfort of your own home. You'll also gain access to never before seen content not found on YouTube. Members also save up to 50% off lash products with free shipping. To learn how to save money and take your skills to the next level, make sure to check the description box down below for more information.
Hey Lash Babes, I'm thrilled to invite you to Lashspire's Lash Artist event coming to Los Angeles on May 6th and 7th. Join me and Ariel for 2 days of intensive training in volume, mega volume, and advanced wispy styling. We'll be sharing our tried and true methods to help you take your lash game to the next level. But that's not all. We'll also be providing valuable social media and business tips to help you build your brand, attract new clients, and grow your business. You'll learn everything from marketing to client retention to social media tips, all tailored specifically to the lash industry. Our event is perfect for lash artists of all levels who are looking to enhance their skills and connect with other professionals in the industry. You'll have the opportunity to learn with other lash artists and make new friends. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to elevate your lash business and become a leader in the industry. Register now for Lashspire's Lash Artist event in Los Angeles on May 6th and 7th. To secure a spot, click the link below. We can't wait to see you there. Hey Lash Babes, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am so excited to finally be doing this video for you guys. This is like one of my most popular, highly requested sets. So you guys already know I'm going to start off by washing my client's lashes using my Wash Me Baby Lash Shampoo. This is a must. If you guys are not doing this, like I mentioned in every single video, you need to be doing this. So I quickly wanted to mention that I had already previously washed my client's lashes. This is my second time washing her lashes because she came in with a full set of eye makeup. She had eyeliner, mascara, everything. And I looked at her and I was like, "Are you kidding me? I'm gonna have to charge you for this." And she's like, "What?" This is not the first time that she does this. So I'm like, "Girl, if you do this one more time, I swear it's just it, game over for us." But she already knows the deal. We kind of laughed about it. But you know, it's totally understandable. Sometimes as a busy mom, you have stuff to do and then you just completely forget that you have eye makeup. But I probably should have recorded that session for you guys and shown you guys and talked about why we need to tell our clients not to wear heavy makeup like that. And even though it does not interfere with retention, it is something that I don't recommend, and I tell my clients all the time, but for some reason she just loves her eyeliner. Anyway, so I went in, just wash her eyes, and I usually do one pump for each eye, and I like to use a lipstick applicator. I don't like to use the same brush over and over and over. You want to make sure you are using a disposable, that way you can get rid of it after each client. You do not want to be reusing the brushes, just remember that. So now I'm just going to rinse her out. I normally rinse them out at least twice. That way you can remove everything. And then now I'm going to come in with the Akissos Eye Pads and my purple sensitive tape. So these eye pads are one of the best eye pads I have ever tried. You could get them on Amazon. I do have them linked down below, or you can check out my Amazon storefront for everything else. This purple sensitive tape is available on my website. It is amazing to tape down those bottom lashes. It's also available in pink and white. And as you guys can see, this is 1 month retention. I am just blown away on how good her lashes look. She actually went to Hawaii and was on her whole Christmas vacation. So this is really good retention for her being out in the ocean. So now I'm going to start off by priming her lashes. This is not essential, and I say this all the time. If you don't want to be priming, that's perfectly fine, as long as you wash her lashes and you make sure that you remove completely any of like her leftover residue, oils, makeup, whatever. You want to make sure you are washing, because prepping your client is the most important thing you can do. That way, when you do come in with your glue and your extension, it's going to bond so much better. So priming, at least for me, is an extra step that I like to do to ensure that those lashes just hold so much better. It does have alcohol in it, so it is gonna dry out her lashes a little bit. That way her lashes, the pores of her lashes open up a little bit more, and that way that glue bonds so much better to that natural lash. So that is pretty much what primer is. So now we're going to fan her out, make sure that she is fully dry. That way we can start placing those extensions. Also, I quickly wanted to mention that if you are struggling with your wispy sets, then I recommend for you guys to sign up to my Yoyis Plus membership, where I do offer you to have access and certification upon completion for my Yoyis Plus membership. So I recommend for you guys to go check it out. You guys will have access to my online wispy course, and I walk you step by step on how to do a spike, how to do a fan, and how to do all that, and how to get your sets to look perfect. So I know with this video, I am doing a fill, because for some reason everybody wants me to do lashes on my particular model, just because this set looks so beautiful on her. And I am doing a very similar mapping, the same as my wispy course, but that one's a little more advanced and this one is a little simple. So we are going to be doing a doll eye, and we're going to be doing 13 the longest length and 16 spikes the longest length. So we're going to do 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 right in the middle, and then we're going to bring it back down to 12, 11, 10. And this is going to be the filler, so the fans. We're going to be creating fans on the shorter length. And then for the spikes, we're going to be doing 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 being the longest, and then we're going to bring it back down to 15, 14, 13. So this is pretty much a very simple mapping, as long as you know how to create spikes and how to make your fans. So for my lashes, I am using my Royal Cashmere Lashes in 0.03C Curl and my Obsessed Glue. And for my tweezers that are launching next month, and I'm so excited. So now I'm just going to go in and start removing any grown out lashes. Since this is a fill and it's been over a month, I just wanted to show you guys that she has quite a lot of grown out lashes, and I'm going to go in and start removing all those lashes doing the banana peel method. So I'm going to hold the extension and then pull apart at the base and remove that extension. So you can do the banana peel as in grab the extension like this and the natural lash and pull apart, or you could grab it from the base and then just pull from the top. This is the best method that works for me. I like doing the banana peel. And sometimes when you use way too much glue, it's going to be hard to remove that extension. So just be careful how much glue you are using, because if you have any leftover residue, like it leaves a huge chunk of glue behind, is because you used way too much glue. So just be careful on how much glue you are using. There is always a happy middle when it comes to using the right amount of glue. So as you can see, I'm just going in there, removing a bunch of her grown out lashes. And for her being a month out, I'm surprised that she did have not that many grown out lashes. And I'm just amazed of how good her lashes really lasted. So I did use, again, the same products that I did on her. I made sure my placement was good. That is the best way on how to get retention. Doesn't matter what glue you're using, or if you're using primer or super bonder, your placement is what's going to determine if you get good or bad retention. So if you're kind of just not caring about how your placement is, then that's probably why your retention is bad. Just keep that in mind. I'm coming out with my retention online course on how to level up on your retention skills. So that's coming very soon. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the spikes. It doesn't matter if you're doing a brand new full set or a fill. I am gonna come in with my first spike, and especially for doll eye, the first spike matters a lot on where you place it, because this is gonna determine how your overall set looks. Okay, now that I showed you guys how easy it is to make a spike, I want you guys to focus the first spike right in the center of section 13, since obviously that is the biggest section. We want to make sure that we are putting most of the attention on that section. So now that we place the first spike right in the center, I'm going to work my way towards the outer corner, and I'm going to count every 3 to 4 lashes. Only on the top layer, place a spike. So as you can see, I counted a few lashes over, and even though I do have a lot of spikes left over, I wanted to make this set look so textured. So the more spikes you add, the better. So every 3 to 4 lashes, you're going to place one. And again, you're going to start right in the center. I feel like a lot of people confuse this and don't know where to start. You guys want to have structure. Don't just be placing one lash here, another spike here, another spike here. No, you're going to go in order. So if you place one right in the middle, you're going to go and do the same thing on the other eye. Then you're going to come back to that same eye, count a few lashes over. As you can see, I'm counting a few lashes over, and then I'm going to look for a lash that's on the first layer. It's a lot easier when you're doing a full set because you can really determine what lash is on the first layer. But since I am doing it on a fill, I'm still showing you the same process. What I'm doing here is still the same process of what I would do for a full set. So again, I'm going back and forth working on both eyes. You do not want to be working on one eye and just placing random spikes throughout the set. It's gonna make the whole set look messy. So if you want your set to look beautiful and very, very put together, like intention, you want to make sure you have intention when it comes to creating wispy sets. You're going to be working on both eyes at the same time. And again, I'm going back and forth between both sets, placing a spike every 3 to 4 lashes only on the top layer. When you place them on the top layer, it looks like they are more noticeable. You don't want to be placing your spikes only at the bottom layer because it's going to end up blending in with the whole set. So if you are a beginner and if you are struggling with your wispy sets, then as long as you focus them at the top layer, it's going to just change the whole look of your set. And since we are using 3 millimeters longer for your spikes, they're definitely going to be a lot more noticeable. So now that I finished the whole outer section, now I'm going to start working towards the inner section. So now again, starting right in the middle where I placed that first spike, I'm going to count a few lashes over, place that spike, and then go to the other eye, and then keep going back and forth. That is the whole process on how I do my spiky, wispy doll eye sets. You need to have structure. You need to make sure that you are going in order. Again, don't be placing random spikes here and there. It's going to throw the whole set off. And that is pretty much it as far as knowing exactly where to place your next spike. I think a lot of people overthink this and don't realize how important it is to have structure and how important it is to go in order. Because again, if you want your sets to look messy, then just do whatever. But as long as you follow this technique, you go in order, you work on both eyes at the same time, and you make your eyes look very symmetrical, your sets are going to look perfect every single time. So as you can tell, I'm just going back and forth. And even though you can't really see that I'm working on both eyes, I promise you guys, this is a technique that I like to use. But because I'm only recording one eye, then this is all you see. So now that I'm getting to the inner corners, you want to make sure you are bringing those spikes as close as possible. And I don't recommend to do it on the first lash of the inner corner because again, you want to leave a couple or a few lashes in there. That way when you go in with fans, it's going to look very put together. So don't be afraid to add more spikes and bring those spikes all the way into the inner corner. My biggest tip is don't be afraid to get a little heavy-handed with the spikes. Sometimes when you're only picking up about 5 little lashes for each spike, it's not noticeable. So make sure to make your spikes a little bit thicker. That way you can really see them popping out through that set. So I'm going to be doing the tape back method. So as you can see, I'm using tape to tape up her extensions because I want to really get in on the bottom layer and making sure that I lash 100%. When doing this technique, I recommend for you to rub the tape on the back of your hand. Don't be putting tape directly on her lashes like that because they're going to end up getting stuck. So here I'm just showing you guys the technique that I like to do. I like to do the flower bouquet technique, and look how easy it is for me to make these fans. I am obsessed with this technique. I used to be a die-hard pincher, but ever since I took a training and I learned this technique, it has completely changed the way that I lash. And I'm able to only do a fan with one hand. I don't need a second hand. So obviously it has changed the way that I work, and I hope to share this with you you guys very soon. I am coming out with my volume course in the next month, so I can't wait for you guys to learn this technique. And again, I am using 0.03 lashes and C curl. This is a true C curl. If you do buy my lashes, you'll notice that a C curl kind of looks like a CC curl. It's very curly, but it's still a beautiful curl. It's not overly dramatic. And then my D curl is a true D curl. So you'll be surprised how curly my lashes tend to be, but they're still a very beautiful curl. So as you can tell, it's a lot easier for me to really get in there. I'm not struggling with isolation, and I am making my fans with my other hand. So as you can see, I don't need to let go at all, and it just changed the way that I lash. It has improved my speed dramatically. And even though I used to think that I was pretty fast lashing, doing pinching, this just blew my mind on how much faster I am now. But anyways, I am making my fans, this is a mega volume set, so I'm making my fans about 15 to 20D. I'm not going too heavy with the fans. I want it to look very put together, and I don't normally do very wide fans. I feel like the thinner or smaller your fans are, not thinner, I would say tiny, because we're not going for a wide look, we're going for a very put together fan. So the smaller you do your fans, the more put together your set looks. So the wider you make your fans, the more crisscross and messy your sets look. So if you want your sets to look very put together, don't go too wide with your fans. So now I'm just showing you guys this technique that I like to do. Use your tweezer to remove the extensions off the tape. You do not want to be pulling that tape and the lash extensions are stuck on it. I know I get a lot of questions on how do you remove the lashes, and that is pretty much it. Use your tweezer. It's simple as that. But as long as you rub the tape on the back of your hand and make sure to remove the extra layer of stickiness, it will not be tugging, especially if you're using my tape. I like to use my sensitive tape. It just helps in making sure that those extensions don't get stuck. But in case if it does, then just remember, use your tweezers to help it off the extension or the tape. And as you guys can see, I literally just made a fan without letting go of isolation, and look how beautiful that fan turned out, on top of me using my lashes, which I'm in love with my lashes. The way that I make my fans now has drastically changed the way that I lash. And again, I am coming out with my volume course very soon, so you guys will be learning how to do this technique as well. But at the same time, I do recommend, if you are somebody that has never taken a volume course and if you are struggling to make your fans, take an in-person training. It's going to change everything. There's only so much you can learn from videos, but again, if you can't travel, if you can't do an in-person training, then definitely check out my volume course coming very soon. So now I'm just gonna fill her up. And again, we're following the numbers on the eye map, and all my fans are gonna be about 15 to 20D. And I'm just gonna go back and forth, fill her up 100%. I'm gonna add some cute little music here for you guys to enjoy, and I'll be right back when I need to give you guys some more tips.
Here's what I like. Laying on the beach with sunlight in my eyes, laughing with my friends under the sky, following our hearts so then we take a ride. Wherever, I always try to let my spirit fly away. That's the only way to get that high, always. If you're looking for trouble, you better count on it. I will give you a struggle, give you a struggle. If you're looking for trouble, I am the needle who will push your bubble, yeah. is what I like. Jumping from a roof that is almost too high. Laying on the grass, I close my eyes. Playing my guitar till my fingers are numb. I always try to let my spirit fly, fly away. That's the only way to get that high, high, always. If you're looking for trouble, you better count on it. I will give you a struggle, give you a struggle. If you're looking for trouble, I am the needle who will push your bubble, yeah. 'Cause I don't wanna fight pieces wood. I'm not backing down. So if you're looking for trouble, you better come on. I will give you a struggle, give you a struggle.
Alright, so that's pretty much it for this set. I'm gonna seal the deal with my super bonder. So I'm gonna finish off using a super bonder to make sure that that glue fully cures and dries and they don't get any irritations from the fumes afterwards. So that is pretty much it for today's video. If you guys did like it, make sure to like this video. If you are new here, subscribe. That way you don't miss out on future content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Also, if you do recreate this look, make sure to tag me on Instagram. I would love to see all of you guys' work. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.